Hey guys, welcome back to DIY and Outdoors. Today I've got some new driver bits that I'm unboxing. Just going to give an initial impressions and a very limited review type video. Just came in the mail today from Amazon. I saw another creator on YouTube do a review on these things, and it made me realize that my driver bit set was getting kind of long in the tooth and that it could use an upgrade. So went ahead and sprung for these. This is the Makita XPS Impact, or Impact XPS bit set. They've been out, I guess, about 6 months or so now from what I've seen, relatively new. And it's supposed to be the best thing that they offer currently, and based on some of the other reviews I've seen, it's supposed to be better than DeWalt stuff, Milwaukee's stuff, some of the other brands. Definitely, better than some of the cheaper box store stuff. So gonna get right into it, gonna open them up, give you my initial impression. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually already opened up these packages, couldn't wait. But so here I got the 60-piece impact bit set, and then I also ordered a 6-inch number 2 square drive. I think they call it a power bit, to replace my Craig screw bit that I use. I do a fair amount of pocket screws in my projects, or a fair amount of projects that involve pocket screws, so I'm always using the long number 2 square drive bit. So ordered one of these to go along with this set. Go ahead and get this out. So initial thoughts, very, sorry, I'm terrible at these videos, as you all can see. Nice build quality. I don't know if I'll get the focus in on here that great or not, but they seem to be more of a machine or ground machined type shape rather than a molded type shape. They feel nice. Obviously, you gotta see how they work. Put that there. Open up the 60-piece set here. So right off the bat, what I like about this is the case. It's got labels for all of the bits here. Let me get this thing in here to focus. I don't think this is going to come out that great. I'm shooting on my cell phone, but you can see here Phillips 1, Phillips 1, Phillips 2, Phillips 2, so on. So it's nice. You don't have to guess what size you're grabbing. It tells you right there. Also tells you kind of what you're missing when you take it out. These open very nicely. Easy to get out. The case doesn't hold on to these really that hard, but they are secure when they're folded. Folds up and down there, in and out. Like I said, I've had other bit case holders in the past where you really have to fight to get the bits out. This case, you don't have to do that. So good job, Makita, on that. They've left a few empty spaces for, I always, when you buy a box of screws, if it comes with a free bit, I always save those. So that's a good place to put them. Closes very nice. The case feels nice. It's a nice, easy to open, closes well, good in the hand. Okay, so let me set this up on the tripod here and we'll start driving some screws. Okay, so I ran to the toolbox, grabbed a handful of screws here and the bits that go with them. These are the, I guess, an 1.5 inch power bit. They also have, the magnetic bit holder, and then the individual 1-inch, I think they call them insert bits. I'm going to use the power bits to start off with. And this is a piece of poplar going on top of a piece of pine here. So they go into the chuck very nice. They lock in. This is a Tapcon, but use the 1/2 inch or the 1/4 inch hex here. Nice strong magnet on the hex there. Drives very nice. Of course, I knocked everything over there, but yeah, drove on there very nice. Still has some purchase on there, even after it's sunk all the way. Okay, next I'm going to try the number 2 Phillips, and I've just got a regular crappy construction screw here. You can definitely tell these really have a positive engagement when they fit in there. 0 cam out on that Phillips. Now I got an 1.5 inch. This is brass. This is soft metal. If you've ever used these before, you know how much of a pain in the butt these can be in terms of cam out and then ultimately stripping the head of the screw. And this is also, again, the number 2 Phillips. Absolutely, I want to zoom in on this. That brass screw, 0 cam out on that brass screw. That may be the first time I've ever driven a brass screw, and I know this is a relatively soft wood into a soft wood, but I don't think I've ever had good luck with these brass screws going in so nicely. And again, I mean, let me just take this out. I mean, it's super positive engagement there. Super positive engagement. Got a T25 here and a 1.5 construction screw. Feels pretty nice. Zero slippage on that. And last one, sorry about that. Got a 1.25 inch Craig screw here with the number 2 square head. And I've got the short, actually, you know what? Go ahead and try the 6 inch number 2 square head here. Holds the screw. Hold that horizontal. It's not falling off. Not falling off. Pretty nice. That's impressive. I mean, I know these are just driver bits, but they've all felt super positive. You can see, let me get this camera to focus for you guys here. 0 damage on any of these screw heads. 0 cam out. I mean, that was just a nice, easy, you know, engagement of all these screws. Now, like I was talking about, the bit holder, this is magnetic. So if I put in, let's go to a number 2 square drive here, insert into this is the bit holder. Goes in pretty good. Takes a little bit of effort to push it in, but it snaps. And then not hard to take out. A complaint that I've had about a lot of bit holders is the insert bits can be hard to take out. Takes a little bit of effort, but if you notice the way the head's tapered here, it gives you a place to kind of get some purchase on this and pinch it to pull it out. So that's pretty nice. And with the magnetic bit holder, I mean, you can see it holds the screw on there, even if it's not there in the head. Now here's the, well, this is a positive and a negative. The positive being the bit engaged the fastener so well that the bit stayed in the head of the fastener. The negative being the bit stayed in the head of the fastener. I can't tell you how many times you go to the next screw and the bit's no longer in the holder. Didn't think that would happen with this snap lock, but there it did. Yeah, it's a snug fit. Now the other thing though that I've had problems with in the past with these bit holders is let me get this out of here. Is once you drive some screws, is not being able to get the bit out. And as you can see here, even after driving that screw, the bit comes right out. So just initial thoughts, these things are a winner in my book so far. Of course, I want to do a more detailed review down the road after I get some real world use on these, and they will get plenty of real world use. But I think they've done a good job with these. They're good quality. They didn't break the bank. The 60-piece set was only $30. The 6-inch power drive was I think $6 or $7 individually. And you can buy, you know, You can buy the 6-inch ones in the Phillips in the different torque sizes and so on. So let's go back over here and see a little bit more what you get with the 60-piece set. You get the magnetic bit holder. You get a whole lot of bits. You get a lot of these 1.5 inch or 2-inch power bits, the full length ones that don't go in the insert. You get a 1/4 inch nut driver, 5/16 inch nut driver, 1/4 inch socket adapter. Okay, this guy right here, if you guys don't know what this is for driving drywall screws. You put this in your driver or your drill, and this little surface here, I've seen these done a couple different ways, but sorry, this little surface here, it's going to engage the face of the drywall and de-engage the bit from the screw, so you don't continue driving the screw into the drywall. So you can basically just drive it right up until it starts to de-engage it and keep going. And I've used those in the past for small drywall projects, and they're super handy. And you get a ton of these 1-inch insert bits, and like I said, the cases, all the slots are labeled. You get multiple of the most common size ones, the Phillips 2, the Square 2, the T20, T25, T27, T30, multiple of all of those. You get only 2 slotted bits. You get a size 8 and a size 10. That kind of shows you, how the standard slotted screws are kind of going the way of the dodo. And then you get a bunch of these hex drive bits, 7/64, 1/8, 9/64, so on, all the way up to 1/4. I've never honestly really had a ton of use for these, but they include them anyway. So, and again, the case, super nice. This might be the most well done case that I've seen so far. So just as a comparison, I grabbed my old Makita drill bit case, and this was a driver bit and drill bit set. And of course now it looks nothing like it did several years ago when I got it. But you can see these things fold, and they're kind of hard. Then there's a snap there to hold them in. The bits would still fall out of it. The insert bit holders, most of them, you can see I've got them just kind of halfway sticking out there, because if you force them all the way, see, they're a real pain to get out. And then each of these little gray trays, I had to super glue into this case because they would keep falling out. And of course you can see on this side, this has just kind of become, a hodgepodge of stuff. But let's see if I can try to get this to close. Of course, I know I got a bunch of junk in there, but it doesn't line up as nice. The slide mechanism, yeah, this thing, it served me well, but it's time for an update. And I've got a Milwaukee set that stays in my truck. It's nicer than this, not as nice as this though in terms of the case. And a lot of people underrate the case, and you can have the best bits in the world, but if they're in a case that's a pain in the butt to use, or doesn't hold them securely, they get lost, they end up all over your toolbox, or you just don't even want to go to it because of the pain and the hassle of getting them out. I mean, this is nice, engages properly, shake it around, everything's still in the same spot. So I think it's really well done. Like I said, I'm going to put some use and abuse on these, and I'll do a follow-up in a few months. Let you know what I really think of them. Thanks for watching. Take care.